CLA 35. This one is 53,000. It has the AMG Night package and the premium package with the keyless go and rear view and driver side mirrors. These are rear LED taillights, gorgeous LED taillights. Gorgeous rear diffuser. Look at the rear trunk space. Decent sized trunk. You have AMG floor mats right here, and it's pretty deep trunk. And that's your trunk space on this CLA 35. Does not have the electronic trunk close, so you close with that. On the trunk, you have the rear spoiler affixed to the trunk. Front perspective, you have gorgeous twin AMG power domes. Exterior, larger air intakes on either side. Multi-spoke rims, you can take a look at those. Silver brake calipers, these are 4-piston brakes on this car, sitting on Michelin tires. Now the size on these tires is 245/35 R19. These are 19-inch rims on this car. It's been sitting here for a few days. You can see the rust on the brakes. AMG Night package, which offers you high gloss black side mirror housings, high gloss black elements around the windows. This is it, guys. This one has the never gray interior color with black as well, leather. Now, good quality window controls. Down here you have your side mirror controls for closing them and changing the orientation of your side mirrors. Memory seating right here, 1, 2, 3. Heated seats. This is the never gray interior color with the black leather. You have a gray contrast stitching on the car. You have a storage down here. You have a speaker system down here. You can see this is a 25-inch LCD display. You also have circular air vents on either side. You have 3 at the center. Let me go to the back so you can really appreciate the design on those. Now, this AMG CLA 35 does have the sport knob on the AMG Performance steering wheel, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. Appreciate the design of the LCD displays, circular air vents on either side, 3 at the center, 1 on either side. Love this design on this car. Climate control systems and buttons and functions are down here. Now let's jump inside and start the car. Just gonna close the window so there is no noise and run the windshield washers. This car's been sitting out and it's been raining. This is the CLA 35. Taking a look at the passenger's perspective of the driver, you can see this is a flat bottom AMG Performance steering wheel. This car also has the sport knob down here and lets you change the drive modes on the car, which is on the side, the right hand side of the steering wheel, and it's on the slippery mode, which looks, the icon is actually a snowflake. And then I'm going to move down to individual mode, and then you have comfort, sport, and sport plus. So that's a very cool feature on the car. Now then, using this button on this other side, you can actually adjust the car to go from manual mode to the automatic mode. Very high quality displays. Now up here you have 3 circular air vents, and I love these knobs. And there is ambient lighting in this car. You can see the red color here. That's your ambient lighting. So these control knobs allow you to open and close them. and position them in the direction of airflow that you need. Climate control systems and functions down here to add or decrease your temperature, automatic on and off, hazard as well. Black lacquer trim around the circular air vents. These are the turbine looking air vents. You have one other one right here. This is a leather wrapped dash all the way. I love the gray contrast stitching. You have a speaker system right here on the frame. And I love this upper dash. Good quality material. You can really appreciate the ambient lighting. Same as on the other side. It flows all the way through and all the way up there. So let me know what you guys think about the quality on the front of this car, the interior. Then you have these controls on either side of the steering wheel. These controls here control this part of the screen, your center display. Your instrument clusters are controls from the other side. I have a full review on an MBUX system. Make sure you check that out. It's the same as on this car, but basically this is actually fully touchscreen. You can actually move the menus. You can begin from settings, Mercedes, me and apps.
What do you want to do?
Hey Mercedes, I'm hot.
Please repeat.
Hey Mercedes, I'm hot.
Well,
So really appreciate the design on this AMG CLA 35. Gorgeous interior. Now down here you have a bunch of options. You have dynamic select options and your media center, navigation, map, radio, telephone, as well as your parking and favorites. And then you have this trackpad here, home button, and your media control options. So as you change those, they actually change up. You have two cup holders down here, NFC charging, USB-C ports. The other thing I did mention, this car has paddle shifters. Obviously it's an AMG, you have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. See the other one on the other side. It's a really good quality on the car. So this car also has a sunroof up here. You have other features up here for your reading lights and other accessories and your emergency services. Pretty decent sun visors on the car. You can see that. So these are your sun visors. You have a reading light up here, and then your emergency options are up here, SOS, your sunroof, reading lights. They're also up here. That's a pretty decent size interior on this car. Also down here you have a compartment for storage and a good decent size glove compartment. I love this center console and the trackpad, almost flush. And then you have ambient lighting inside the car, which flows underneath. Thigh support for your seats. So that part of the car, you have thigh support as well. Good quality controls on the car. Let's take a look at the rear seating. You can sit 3 adults here very comfortably. And you have some storage down here. And I love how the seats have this extended thigh support. For those of you who are tall, really appreciate the headrests. On this car you have some reading lights up there, as well as the coat hook for your jackets. And this is in Never Gray with MB text on the interior. Love these seats on the car. And down here, for those new parents, you do have child seat hooks. on the car on either side. So if you're wondering, those are your child hooks. And then you have cup holders come up from underneath, from inside. So that's your cup holders. And that's it. This is the passenger's perspective from the back. Really appreciate the design on this car. And your sunroof, as I mentioned before. And you can see the ambient lighting down there on this car. You also have one speaker system and another down here, so you have two speakers on the door. And this is in Never Gray with black MB text, gray contrast stitching on the car. On the other side as well, storage down there and the speaker system. And then in the center you have two circular air vents. These are your two circular air vents. Look like a set of turbines, and you have some storage down here with 5-volt chargers, so USB-C charging down here. And then as you can see, this car has frameless doors, so there is no frame around the windows. I'm just going to close it. And then on the side you have Turbo Formatic Plus inscription. It guys, that's the AMG CLA 35. Give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for weekly Mercedes videos.